Hello everybody, welcome back to Baking Budgets. I am a 22-year-old cash stuffer here in Washington State, and I love everything budgeting, planning. I love to do budget with me videos and pretty much anything that has to do with budgeting. So if that's something that interests you, please stay along, and if you'd like to, please consider subscribing. In today's video, guys, I am going to be going over some financial goals that I've set for myself for this month of August, because I always like to set goals for myself every month. That way I have an idea of where I want to see myself at the end of the month or the beginning of the next month. And I'm also going to be going over goals that I have for the remainder of the year. So let's just get into that. So guys, the way that I've set my goals up is pretty simple. I don't like to overcomplicate things over here, so I just have some of my goals here for August. So as you'll see, I have here on the side, this is the date that I wish these goals to be completed by. Some of them is time sensitive and others not so much. So we'll just start from the top and work our way down to the bottom. So this is also going to kind of be like a check-in, so I can see, because we are halfway through the month and I want to see how close we are or how far we are from the goals that I've set for myself for the month. And the reason why I like to do this every month is because I need to have a form of direction that I know that I'm going to be going towards for the month. So the first goal that I have here is I want to have at least $240 in car emergency, and that is because my husband needs brakes for his car. So let's go to my pink binder here and let's just see how we're doing. Car emergency, and let's count how much we have. So car emergency currently has 50, 70, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, and 102, guys. So we are needing about $138 more, guys. So as you can see, we haven't met this goal. We haven't met this goal yet. So I'm going to just make a little note here. It's going to look really ugly, but I'm going to just put that so far we only have $102 out of the $240 in car emergency. So that way, when I start working my budget for this upcoming week, I'll know that car emergency does need more attention because my husband is going to try and do his brakes by the 20th. Next is we're going to do family time. Family time, I have here that I want there to be $40 because we're going to the fair, so we need to have enough money to buy our tickets, and I know the early bird expires on the 26th, so we should have that, if not now, then at least by these next two upcoming paychecks. So okay, right here we go. So family time has 20, 40, 41, and $42. Perfect. Okay, cool. So we already met this goal, and now pretty much whatever money that I stuff in here afterwards will be to if we want to play like fair games and things like that. So now I can at least check one goal off. We got this one done. Okay, so we got that goal is done. And next we're going to go into, let me see. Well, okay, I'll skip Great Wolf Lodge for right now because that's in my yellow binder, but we're going to go over here to lychee expenses. And I know we are nowhere near this, but he needs $130. I'm hoping by September 6th so that we can put him in the dog hotel. And he currently has 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, $21, guys. So he needs over $100. He needs, let me think, mental math here. What did I say? He has 21. So he needs $119 more. So let's just write that here. So lychee currently has 21 out of the $130 that he needs to go to the dog hotel. So we're not there yet on that goal. And let's check out Great Wolf Lodge. Let's see. Great Wolf Lodge, I'm hoping by the 27th that we have $125, so that way we can in addition to our stay, because our stay is already completely paid for, but we do wanted to do the breakfast package for the 3 days that we're there, and to also get the cabana. It's like a day cabana thing, and it's like reserved seating, and there's like you have a specific waiter or waitress for the day, and they have like specific towels, there's a TV in there, and it just conveniently works out because all of us are going to be going. So we wanted to get in on that too. So we need 125. So in Great Wolf Lodge we currently have 50, 100, 120, 140, 150, and 155. Heck yeah. So we're cool for that. So now I know that we can I can put this money in the bank and pay for that, and the remaining money that's in here and the remaining money that I continue to stuff will be for souvenirs and whatever else we want to buy while we're there. So okay, great. Really happy. We're cool with that. And then next is 1 month ahead Froggy Challenge. Okay, so $630 is not enough to complete 1 month ahead, but it is 1/3 of the way. So I want us to be at $630, or essentially to complete this entire Froggy Challenge by September 6th. So let's just see how we're doing here. So right now, Froggy Challenge, or our 1 month ahead, has 50, 100, 150, 200, 220, and $221. So we're about 1/3 of the way, 221 out of the $630 for our Froggy 1 month ahead. Okay, great. Okay, well, you know what? Not too bad, guys. Let me see. Because if we look at this here, guys, it's actually not that bad, because look, you can see that we are halfway through the month and we were able to cross off 2 of our financial goals for the month. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, guys, the next thing that I want to go over with you guys are... Okay, here we go. This is the next thing that I wanted to go over with you guys. These are our financial goals for 2022. So these are the goals that I want to make sure that we finish before the year ends. And I just want to mention that I started doing cash budgeting in July. So I was kind of late in this year, you know. I didn't start at the beginning of the year like most people did. However, I believe that if I work really hard, I know that I can be able to meet these goals as well. So the goal that I have here is to have okay, so by July, I wanted to have $1,000 in our emergency fund. So here in my yellow binder, this is where I kept my $1,000 emergency fund. And as you can see here, my emergency fund has $1,000 in the bank and currently $10 in cash. So we have $1,010 in my emergency fund. So I'm really happy that I was able to complete this goal last month in July. So now I can finally check that one off. And the rest of the goals here, they are obviously not fulfilled. Just want to go over my goals with you guys. And then I also want to talk about a few goals that I wanted to do, because kind of coming into cash stuffing, I was like, man, like, what should I save for? What kind of goals should I set? And these are just a few that maybe you guys might consider saving for yourself. So right off the bat, I think a really good thing to start is to set up a $1,000 emergency fund. And that's exactly what I was able to do. I wanted to have at least $1,000 that I can have in the bank. And if there's ever an emergency situation, you know, even if your credit card's not working or you're out of cash, at least you know I have $1,000 in the bank. Or it's literally for whatever you'd like to use. You know, your AC breaks down middle of summer, use that money. Your car breaks down, you don't have enough money in your car sinking fund, use that money. That money is literally for whatever you need, whatever you want to do with it. So I think that when you're first starting cash budgeting, a $1,000 emergency fund is definitely a good step in the right direction when you're first new to cash stuffing. Second, goal that a lot of people like to do that I think is really common is 1 month ahead. And that's currently my second goal. And I'm really hoping to finish that in September, so next month. So the way to set up your 1 month ahead, and that's this envelope right here, my 1 month ahead, the way to set it up is you want to list all of your expenses. So you want to write down what's your rent for the month, how much is your utilities? How much is your subscriptions? How much is your car payment? How much is your car insurance? How much is your gas? For example, like if you use gas in your house. Those are just a few basic things that you know every month you need to have paid, of course. Sometimes people like to add in other variable expenses to their 1 month ahead. For example, how much are you going to spend on groceries in 1 month? How much are you going to spend on gas for 1 month? How much are you going to spend on perhaps eating out? People also like to include that in their 1 month ahead. For myself, however, in my 1 month ahead fund, I'm currently aiming only towards house, car insurance, and subscriptions. So that's only what I'm including in mine, but it's totally completely up to you guys how much you want to include. The second thing that I'm going to be doing is I broke up my 1 month ahead, as I spoke to you guys about like 2 seconds ago. I broke up my 1 month ahead into these savings challenges. For me, I feel like a savings challenge makes it, not only does it make it fun to do it, but it also makes it more attainable, because looking at a number like $1,700, it could feel like, oh my God, it's going to take forever to save that. But if you break it up into smaller amounts, for example, this is about 1/3, about 1/3 of the amount that I need to get to the $1,700, into more attainable numbers that I can reach every week. And not only it makes it fun, but it also makes it feel like it's more achievable, that you can do it, and that is what will keep you motivated to keep going. At least for me, that's what keeps me motivated, is being able to see my progress on here, tackling a smaller number is always easier at first than tackling a big number, and then you can put all your small numbers together and boom, you'll create your big number. Third and fourth thing that I want to save for, once my 1 month ahead is completed in September, I'm then going to divide my attention between two. I'm going to divide it between my Hawaii 2023 trip and between my goal of having $5,000 in savings. But I'm only going to be doing half of each. The reason why I want to do half of each is because they're each going to be getting my divided attention. The reason why I'm doing it this way is because I want to continue saving, but at the same time, we are going to be getting closer towards the new year, and I want to make sure that in December, I can be able to at least buy our plane tickets to go to Hawaii. So that's why I need to save half. And that's why here in my savings challenge, I at least want to keep up doing my savings. So that's why I'm only doing half of the $5,000. So after I'm done with my 1 month ahead, Hawaii 2023 trip of $1,750 and savings challenge of $2,500 will then be getting my full attention. So that's also another thing that you guys can save for. The year is coming to an end. People are starting to plan their vacations for 2023. So after you have perhaps an emergency fund, after you have maybe 1 month ahead, 2 month ahead of bills, now you can start saving for something that you want to do. Because I know for right now, we've been keeping it really tight to meet these two goals, and we need something to look forward to. We need something that'll keep us going. So instead of just being like, okay, I need to reach my $5,000 savings. No, instead, let's do half for Hawaii and half for savings. That way, we're already looking forward to something that's coming up. So maybe after you were to complete these two things, you can start planning something like a girls' trip or a guys' trip or a fun vacation with your family. And then after that, you can go into savings, doing whatever you want to do with savings. So yeah, so that's just kind of what I wanted to go over with you guys today. Just some ideas about savings that you can start doing if you're new to cash budgeting, or if you've kind of you're kind of thinking like, what should I save for next? These are just a few ideas that I hope you guys can maybe take away something from. And I also just wanted to also make this video to get you guys in the loop so that you guys can see, so that you guys can have a better idea of what I'm putting my money to. And when you're watching my videos, you'll be able to see, oh yeah, that's why she's putting X amount into 1 month ahead, and maybe date nights only getting like $5, So yeah, so I just wanted to get you guys in the loop, maybe pick your brain a little bit, and just kind of just share this with you guys. So yeah, so that's it for today's video, guys. So thank you guys so much for being here today. I hope you guys like my new setup. I got like literally my little pumpkins over here, and I have a pumpkin patch pillow back here, and this cute little pumpkin holding my pens, and I have a fat pumpkin back there, and it's conveniently holding up my iPad, so I kind of am digging that. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys so much for being here, making it all the way to the end. And if you made it this far and you feel inclined to do so, please consider subscribing to my channel. Just click on that red button that says subscribe, because you have no idea how much it means to me. It means so much to me, you guys, more than you might think. So thank you guys so much for making it to the end and watching my video, and I will see you guys on the weekend for my weekly cash stuffing and cash unstuffing. So thanks guys so much. Bye.